Welcome back, diecast racing fans, to the NASCAR Flash Racing Cup Series. A very exciting day, as this is the second to last race before the playoff cutoff to make the chase. These drivers are going to have to build themselves a cushion with some great momentum here in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and try to get themselves a spot in the championship contention. And if one of these drivers wins, they're locked into the playoffs, as always in the regular season. Jimmie Johnson will be leading the field in that number 48 Ally Camaro, which was painted by Counting Cars, and it is a great paint scheme for Ally with that silver leaf trim design. He'll be leading the field down. Flash Racer, a legendary racer, starting in second place. He's got the two best drivers in the business, Jimmie Johnson, Flash Racer, starting side by side in the racing. We have Joe Logano, Kyle Busch, Truex, Kurt Busch, and all these other drivers that are starting in the top 10. And just short of the top 10 is Chase Elliott, who won the dirt race in that very diecast. He's bringing it to an asphalt track, so will that car still be competitive after running on the dirt? We could see all these other drivers that are going to try to build themselves a cushion and do well. The drivers today are going to try to make it happen. Some drivers have not won a race this season, and that's where drivers like Kyle Busch come in. Kyle Busch was a championship contender last year. Since he was a championship contender last year, expectations were pretty high for Kyle Busch. Thus far, has no wins 9 races in. Will today be the next chance for Kyle Busch to finally win in the racing? We have Martin Truex Jr. still hasn't won a race. There's a couple of shockers that haven't won racing this year. Kevin Harvick hasn't won a race. There's still a couple of drivers looking for victory lane. We have Marco Andretti back in the number 46, still as a relief driver, as you can see. But we've got some rookies fighting to stay relevant. We've got Cole Custer, who currently, if he stays in that spot, will finish second. Alex Ross trying to beat the leader of the Rookie of the Year group, Izzy B, in the number 98. We've got some that are struggling in the back, but hopefully they can all rally their way up. Flash Racer Motorsports has victories at the Brickyard 400. A lot of history for Flash Racer Motorsports and this very race. In 2010, in Flash Racer's rookie year, Flash Racer won the team their first ever Brickyard 400 in 2010. Being the only rookie in a long time that has won the Brickyard 400. Will Flash Racer capitalize as a veteran and try to win in the race? We'll have to find out. If Flash Racer can defend all of his Brickyard 400 victories, and most importantly, try to snap the lead standings and try to pass Chase Elliott and become the new leader. Will that happen today? We'll have to find out. It's time for your starting lineup in the race. We've got our Lamborghini pace car that's going to roll these cars around Indianapolis for a pace lap off camera. Here we go. Jimmie Johnson, Flash Racer, Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Kurt Busch, Mike Kenseth, William Byron, Eric Almirola, Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, Cole Custer, Ron Newman, Ron Blaney, Clint Boyer. We got Eric Jones. We got Denny Hamlin. We got Tyler Reddick, Marco Andretti, Kevin Harvick, defending champion Alex Bowman, your winner from last week, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, Izzy B. We have John Hunter Nemechek. We have Simon Torres, Ty Dillon. We have Matt DiBenedetto, who hasn't won a race this year. We have the number 71 of Alex Ross. That very number has crossed the bricks a couple of times for victory. Will Alex Ross make it happen? We'll have to find out. We have Corey LaJoie, Daniel Suarez, AJ Allmendinger, Ricky Stenhouse. We got Ryan Preece. We got Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell. We got Bobby Labonte, Bobby Carter, and Brett Moffitt rounding out the field in number 40 McDonald's Camaro. Who will come out on top? Time for our pre-race ceremonies. Alright, folks, the engines are revved up. We're going to clear the cars from the racetrack and get ready to go green for the Brickyard 400. Get ready for the drop of the green flag. Alright, folks, we're going for the standard racing package that we always do, but the first time ever the Flashracer Cup Series heads to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Will the racing change, or will it stay the same? Let's find out, folks. Starter has a green flag in his hand, and the race will begin. Green flag for the Brickyard. Here's Jimmy Johnson. Take it up to the low lane, and he's going to go out and try to get his first win. Will that be far enough to make anything happen for Jimmy Johnson? We'll have to find out how this is going to work for Jimmy Johnson as we try to move the screen over so we have more space so you can see what's happening over here on the back straightaway. Jimmy Johnson has the lead in the race. Here comes another legendary driver, Flashracer. He's going to pass Jimmy Johnson for the lead, and he's going to try to go for his second win of the season. He got by Jimmy Johnson. Will Jimmy Johnson, if something happens to Flashracer, Jimmy Johnson will fly right by him and grab the lead. So let's see, we got Joey Logano in that number 22. He hasn't won a race all year, but he's looking for a good opportunity to pounce. Here we go, folks. Joey Logano has come into second place. He's trying to get himself into championship contention for that number 22 team for Penske Racing. Here comes Kyle Busch. Well, he finally won a race in this season. He's winless as well, but a championship contender from last year. Kyle Busch is going to pass Flashracer. Wow, so it looks like Flashracer is not going to have the lead very long. Kyle Busch went and took care of that one very quickly. Here comes Martin Truex Jr. and that number 19 Bass Pro Shop Camry. Let's see it happen. Damn. Martin Truex Jr. is not going to pass Jimmy Johnson, but he's going to be very decently placed behind him. He's going for a top 5 in today's race, Martin Truex Jr. But Kyle Busch, his lead still persists. Let's see, we got Kurt Busch. Let's see what Kurt can do around the racetrack. He's trying to get some playoff speed in that number 1. He's going to pass Jimmy Johnson's going to lose a spot to his old rival, Kurt Busch, as you can see. But looks like, oh, he makes a little bit of contact. He kind of taps the rear bumper of Logano. That's a little bit of mid-pack, their top 5 action right there. Flashracer still trying to battle Kyle Busch. But Kyle Busch his lead still persists. Let's see, we got Matt Kenseth and number 42 McDonald's Camaro. Will Matt Kenseth get something decent out of it? He's got a good enough starting position to make it happen, all the way past his teammate Kurt Busch. Jimmy Johnson is dropping like a rock here very quickly. Johnson was just in the top 5 and has already fell back to about 6th place. Martin Truex also fell back from his top 5 because Matt Kenseth spoiled the show for those drivers. William Byron, he hasn't won a race. There's a couple of drivers that haven't won races, but that Bumblebee throwback is looking to make something big here. Look at that. He's already going for the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Busch loses it to William Byron, and that 48 of Jimmy Johnson is just dropping like a rock, folks. He was just in the lead, and now he is falling back severely falling behind. And his teammate, William Byron, is in the lead. Very incredible stuff for that 24 car, man. Here's Eric Almirola. He's trying to get himself a decent run. Hasn't had one of those in a while. Jimmy Johnson is just getting gobbled up on this restart. Look at that. You can see Jimmy Johnson is falling back. Almirola has just passed him. He's competing for his top 10. Jimmy Johnson was just in the top 5, and he is just falling back like insanity, folks. That's the product of this package. You don't know how long your driver is going to last if he's going to keep falling back. Here's Austin Dillon in the 3. Here comes Austin Dillon. Oh my gosh. More spots lost for Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson is just falling back. Austin Dillon trying to compete, trying to get himself into the playoffs. Jimmy Johnson is falling back, folks. He was just in the top 5, but he is losing it. Byron is leading the charge. Kyle Busch and Flashracer, who were just battling for the lead, Byron flew right past him, as we've seen earlier. Here comes Chase Elliott, one of the greatest paint schemes in the NASCAR Cup Series history. Let's see him make it happen. That's a smooth rolling race car. And all the way past Joey Logano, and all the way past Flashracer. He had to pass 2 cars to finish it. Look at that, folks. Now Flashracer might be the next car to drop. With Chase Elliott, though, that Night Owl car, very high-speed race car. Very smooth running. Byron's still running away with him. As you can see, the top 5 of Joe Logano, Flashracer, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, and Byron. Let's see the rest of them go. Let's see what Cole Custer has for the field. Now, Cole Custer, he's trying to get rookie honors, so he might have to go all out and do whatever he can. Matt Kenseth is going to lose his spot. And looks like we're going to start going double wide, folks. Looks like Matt Kenseth loses it to Cole Custer. Let's see if we can back up these cars to make room. This is incredible racing, folks. How did Jimmy Johnson start in the lead, went from competing from a top 5 to falling back and severely, as you can see, Eric Almirola and the 3 car just made contact off camera. Things are getting a little bit physical out here at the Brickyard. These guys are going for every spot they can. But Jimmy Johnson continues to drop as Cole Custer is taking a spot. Here, let's see. Ryan Newman, the number 6 Mustang. It's a fast car. Fast. A rocket man. Rockets himself towards the top 10. And Jimmy Johnson, just the drop continues for that number 48 car. It's just unbelievable how quick your day can change as other teams start catching up very quickly. As you get gobbled up, you think you've got the momentum, but then you start falling back. You have to start have luck fall off, as what it is called here in the Flash Racing Cup. Here's Ryan Blaney. He's a Championship 4 contender from last year, and he's trying so hard to get himself back in the conversation. Speaking of getting back in the conversation, what about it? Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney's going to pass Kyle Busch. It's not too late for another driver to try to pass William Byron. It's certainly not too late. We just had to see it happen, but Blaney is in 2nd place. Man, this is an incredible race on the asphalt of Indy. Here's your Bowman Gray Stadium winner. He's locked into the playoffs. Here's Clint Boyer. And the consistency is just dropping for the 14 since he won. Yes, he did win a race. He's locked into the playoffs. But if you want to stay competitive, you've got to be more consistent. And that 14 is just not having the consistency right now. He hasn't had a lot of luck after he won Bowman Gray. Will this bleed into the championship, or is he going to step up his game? Here is Denny Hamlin and the number 11 Camry. Will this be the day he finally wins a Flash Racing Cup Series race? About to find out. He's got to get a win to lock himself in. He still has not won a race all year long, and it looks like the day has come. He is going to pass William Byron for the lead. Cleanly. Hamlin, your new leader at the Brickyard 400. Will he win his first ever Flash Racing Cup Series race? I don't know, man. But that 48, we got to keep mentioning him. He is dropping like crazy. I mean, he was just in the top 10 and top 5. And he's falling back. Look at all these guys that didn't even have a chance originally trying to compete for a win. And now the game has changed drastically. Here comes Eric Jones. If he wants to lead in the point standings back, he has to make sure he's going to be fast enough to pull something crazy away from the leaders. Let's see what can happen, folks. It looks like Eric Jones, he's one of the championship players. He's got to put together some big results here. Steals one from his teammate Eric Jones, or Denny Hamlin. Eric Jones is the new leader, your Daytona 500 champion. This might be Eric Jones' biggest year in the Flashracer Cup Series. He's going to go to Richard Petty next year. But, man, let me tell you, man, that Eric Jones cat is going to be zooming around in the playoffs. If he can keep his consistency, this could be a championship year. Will Joe Gibbs be proven wrong this season? Here comes Tyler Reddick for Richard Childress. He's a rookie contender who hasn't shown a lot of speed. There it is. There it is. He's going to be contending against Cole Custer. Man, these guys here, Cole Custer, and all these guys that were hyped up rookies, it's going down the toilet, but it looks like they're going to try again to make something happen. It's incredible to see how crazy this rookie battle gets. I mean, Izzy B is still the rookie leader thus far. As you can see, it's not too late, though. It's certainly not too late. Any of them can come up and beat her. Let's see, we got Marco Andretti, because Marco's still the relief driver. Phil Torres will certainly be cheering him on. And Andretti has a lot of history racing here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. His father won the Indianapolis 500. And it's showing some speed, folks. Marco Andretti is in the lead in a cup car here at Indianapolis. Incredible speed out of that Marco Andretti number 46. Will this be the first win for the 46 team? We'll have to find out. If Marco wins this race, he'll be locked in. He'll lock in Philip Torres. But with that consistency, it looks like Phil Torres is in no championship danger. Here is number 4 of Kevin Harvick. He has to win a race to lock himself into the NASCAR Flash Racing Cup Series playoffs. We've had a lot of lead changes in this one. A lot of lead changes. As we see another one take place, the leader, Byron, falls back. There are a ton of lead changes. So there you go, folks. Kevin Harvick is leading this one. Let's see who's next. Defending champion, Alex Bowman. Oof. Oh, man, that's not too far. For that spinner, what he got on his spinner, he just could not make enough speed to do much in this one. He is going to be mid-pack, folks. Your defending champion, your winner at Charlotte, has fell back all the way mid-pack. But thankfully, with this points format, Alex Ross is still rewarded a championship contention spot in the playoffs. Here comes Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski in the number 2. He's got to win a race to get in. I mean, how incredible would it be for Brad Keselowski to start performing when it matters? He's good at it. When it comes to coming up clutch, he never disappoints. As looks like Marco Andretti is going to lose that spot to Brad Keselowski. Kevin Harvick. Look at the top 5, folks. Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Marco Andretti, and Eric Jones and Denny Hamlin are your top 5 drivers. This is a crazy racing package. We're 19 minutes into this production. Chris Buescher has an awful year. Will that all change? Hasn't changed much. Looks like he's going to fall back. Is he going to get more mediocre? It looks like it has done. And his season might be busted. Here comes Bubba Wallace. He's going to be hitched with 2311 next year. Not enough speed out of the 43. Maybe for next season, he'll win a race. And with 2311. But that 48 car, man, is just dropping like a rock. Unbelievable luck for Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy really needs to have a good run in Talladega. Because if he wins Talladega, he's going to be in the playoffs. Let's see who else we've got here, man. Here comes Izzy B, the other rookie driver. Yeah, man, she's one of the more aggressive drivers in the field. Just like Ryan Newman was. And speaking of aggressive, running all over the 41 and the 41 and the 8 cars. Looks like they're going to lose their spots. They got loose. Thankfully, they didn't wreck. And she also going to pass Ryan Newman. Oh my God, the aggressive driving by Izzy B again. She really wants to defend that rookie lead right now. She has the lead of the rookie standings. Just incredible driving. She's very impressive behind the wheel. Very lucky that that didn't cause a wreck right there. But yeah, Izzy B, as you can see, the rookie stripes. Over aggressive? Might be for these two drivers. Let's see. John Hunter Nemechek, speaking of other rookies competing for the title this year, here comes John Hunter Nemechek. He might have a playoff speed car with the way things have gone this year, and unfortunately, it might come to an end here at the Brickyard. Man, Jimmy Johnson, we got to keep mentioning this. He fell back. Insanity. And looks like the 43 is going to turn the 17. Man, the bad luck, it continues for Chris Buescher. He just got dumped by Bubba Wallace. That's going to be a huge, big deal anger for that 17 car. Just cannot find the luck. Will that change in Season 3? We'll have to find out. Here is Simon Torres. He's in the playoffs, and he's going to hit us. Oh, my God. His wheel locked up. It looks like he's going to be out of this one. It looks like he hit something on the track. I don't know what it was. Probably pieces that flew from the 17. I'm not really sure what that was, but he's going to be out of the race. Very disappointment. But here comes Matt DiBenedetto. Just no speed at all from the 21 car. Just, oh man, it looks like a little bit of contact from Jimmy Johnson. Kind of tried to move Bubba Wallace for whatever reason. Bubba Wallace keeps it under control. Jimmy Johnson, he did give him a little tap, but he kept his nose clean along the way. Very aggressive driving, a little bit by Jimmy Johnson. Anyways, here we go again. Here comes a 13. Ty Dillon just does not have a championship contending car. That's going to continue here. Martin Truex Jr. is falling back in this one. He might not even have a chance to make it to the playoffs. I am just seriously wondering what our playoff grid will look like this year. Here is rookie Alex Ross. Will he make it happen? He's got a very spectacular car to make it happen. He's got speed in him. He's just got enough speed, man. He's got a lot of speed in that 71. He's not failing. Looks like Alex Ross is going to be in second place to Kevin Harvick. Looks like the leaders, now the top 5 is just rambled up again. It is scrambled. Alex Ross he's a leading rookie in this race. He's finished second plenty of times in the Flashracer Cup. Will today be the time that it all changes? Here comes Corey LaJoie. Holy crap, that 32 car has a lot of speed. Wow, unbelievable. All the way. 32 car found a way to be competitive in this one. Looks like Corey LaJoie is going to get a top 10 finish. Top 5 finish. Very spectacular. Corey LaJoie just passed a ton of top-tier teams. Very impressive run for Corey LaJoie. He is squeezing that Stewart-Haas-powered Mustang to its limits. And here it is, folks. Kevin Harvick still leading this race. Here comes the number 96 of Daniel Suarez. Will he try to win in that 96 car? We could see a lot of, just top-tier teams getting stumped today at Indianapolis. And it's, he hit something in the road, but he's still going. Daniel Suarez is shooting all the way to the top 5. Daniel Suarez is all the way in the top 5. What? This is incredible. We've got unusual threats in this race. This is incredible, folks. How in the world did Daniel Suarez and Corey LaJoie finish so badly in the previous races, and now they might have a chance to make the playoffs? This is getting a little bit interesting here, folks. Here's Kevin Harvick. Is still leading this one. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Will he make something insane happen? This is going to be the time to shine if he can do it. Ricky Stenhouse getting a little better in the NASCAR Cup. Will he make it happen here? Just a tad bit better than where he normally finishes. He's backing up the rest of the cars, but man, Jimmy Johnson is all the way in the back of the field. Cliff Boyer has just had an awful race in the 14 car as the defending winner at Bowman Gray. Here comes Ross Chastain in that Dale Earnhardt Jr. sponsored Chevrolet. Looks like Bubba Wallace is going to lose a spot to that number 77 of Chastain. Chastain only started getting... that 77 car only started last race for Ross Chastain. That 77 car for the gold numbers. Here is the number 17 of Ryan, the 737 of Ryan Preece. Awful season. Awful season for that 37 car. Very disappointment. Here is Christopher Bell, the other rookie contender. Will he find the speed he needs to win a race this season? For Levine family's last season, you could see on the hood a special decal commemorating the team and all they've done. Here it looks like that number 95 is going to be in third in the race. So that he's the new leading rookie. 95 car is still the leading rookie by far in this race, or of the real life rookies. Alex Ross, though, he's the leading rookie. But 95 was very close to catching up to Alex. But here we got 3 cars left in this racing. We've got number NBC of Bobby Labonte. Poor run. Absolute poor run. That car is not a points contending car. See, Clint Boyer is not happy about being near him. Has a pack mark break, the contact all over the place. Here's Brett Moffitt. And he's got a blown engine. He just cannot get it started. Unbelievable, terrible luck. Will Bobby Carter be a threat to Kevin Harvick? There are no cars left in the lot. Will he make it happen, Bobby Carter? Let's see. Big one. 38, 47, 21. A huge crash. 77 and the 43, they all weave their way by. I wonder what got the 21 caught up. This package is kind of weird. I don't know what got the 21 car caught up in it. Man, we got a huge big one back here with only 4 cars. That's still big for the Flashracer Cup standards. And you could see that. And you can see, Bobby Labonte got turned. Clint Boyer was not having it. What an action-packed filled end of this race. This is incredible. Look at all these DNF cars. But it looks like everyone has tried their best to bring home a Brickyard 400 victory. New names up front. A ton of lead changes. And it's going to be another second place for Alex Ross. And Kevin Harvick wins the Brickyard 400. Incredible for Kevin Harvick. He's now in the playoffs. Kevin Harvick has finally won in a Flashracer Cup Series this year. Very impressive by the number 4 car. I cannot believe it, folks. Kevin Harvick, after struggling a little bit, after getting dumped in the Bristol race, and all kinds of bad luck, he's finally going to make it happen. Number 4 finally wins a race this year, and it's going to come in the Brickyard. Harvick, your winner. Another heartbreaking second for Alex Ross. Kevin Harvick finally gets the win. He's had a frustrating time in the Flashracer Cup Series, but it's going to happen, folks. Looks like that number 4 Busch Apple L Ford Mustang is going to be your winner. He's been wanting to get a win in a while, so this is going to be a huge help to his playoff chances. And today was the day that 4 car made it happen for him and his team. Very impressive run here, folks. And a heartbreaker for Alex Ross. He's finished second so many times this year. Has had to deal with so many things happening and not going his way. Hopefully that will change. But today was just not the day that Alex Ross couldn't get it done. But he will get it done soon. He will win a race. He's been competitive all year. And with that being said, another race complete in the Flash Racing Cup Series. One more regular season race. Talladega is going to be next. We'd all love to see you there. Thanks for showing up to today's race. And we would like to thank you all for watching this presentation of the Flash Racing Cup Series. And there you go, folks. A great one. Here at the Brickyard, a barn burner. Lead change after lead change. A great race. See you guys next time in the Flash Racing Cup Series. See you guys in the next one. And have a great day, folks. Kevin Harvick is locked into the playoffs.